Hello and welcome. In today's video I will be using some of these stems and I will be creating these cute little tags in form of 3D frames. Before I get started I will prepare my scoring board and I am marking the points where I will be scoring with a pencil, and I am putting a mark at 3/8, 3/4, 1 1/8 and 1 1/2. For the frame I have chosen a pattern paper from this paper pad, which I have already used in my video 10 cards 1 paper pad. Now I am positioning my paper with the pattern side upside down and I am scoring using this scoring tool, and I am scoring at the 4 marks I have told you before. After the first 4 marks I am turning the paper about 90 degrees, and I am scoring again at all 4 marks and again at the third side, and I am repeating this process at all 4 sides. After I have now 4 scoring lines at all 4 sides, I am scoring on 2 opposite sides at the 1 7/8 mark until the second score line, and again at the 3 7/8 point again until the second score line. I am turning the paper about 180 degrees and again I am scoring at the 1 7/8 mark until I reach the second score line, and at the 3 7/8 mark until the second score line. Off camera I have made some pencil lines so you can see where I am trimming down the paper. Now I try to explain where to cut. When you look at your scoring marks, you will see that at the 4 corners you have lines that cross each other. You could trim away those 4 squares, and then you will see the last 2 marks we made until we reached the second score line. You can cut them down straight and then you connect the corners diagonal from the second score line to the third score line. After everything is cut out, the result looks like this. I am folding all the score lines and I am just folding them with my fingers. I am not using a bone folder since this is a very thin paper, and I am folding the paper to the inside so I will have the colored side on the outside. After each score line has been folded, I am now folding each side to the inside at the second and the fourth score line. Then I am unfolding the last fold, so I will end up with each side folded at the second score line. And now I can glue the frame together. I am using wet glue which I have put into a fine tip bottle, and I am starting to apply the glue at the 2 sides which don't have the diagonal cut, and I am applying the glue until the first score line, and then I am folding the sides in the way we have pre-folded them before, folded at the second and the fourth score line. The glue has dried. I am folding the 2 sides to the outside, and now I am repeating this step with the other 2 sides. Now with everything adhered in place, we can pop up the frame, and therefore we are moving the parts with the diagonal to the outside and the other 2 parts are coming to the inside. And now all what's left to do is to adhere the corners. For the decoration of the card, I have used this teddy bear from this stamp set, and a cute butterfly from this stamp set, and the sentiment "I love you" from this stamp set. And this is the teddy bear, which I have colored in using colored pencils, and I have already cut it out. And here is the butterfly, also colored in colored pencil, and the sentiment I have heat embossed using some silver embossing powder. Now I am using the third smallest die from this die set, and I am positioning it only about a third of the size, so I get a partial cutout which looks like this. From some green cardstock I am making cutouts using these two dies. Using a guillotine paper trimmer I am trimming off the two borders from the two sides, and then I am trimming down the two pieces to a suitable size for the frame. And so we get two pieces which look like grass for the background of the frame. Off camera I have prepared a piece of paper which measures 6 by 6 centimeters, and now I am rounding the edges using this corner punch. This piece will go to the back side of the frame, so it will make a tag, and now we are stamping the word "from" and "to" using a letter die set from AliExpress. The little letter stamps I have mounted onto an acrylic block, and I am stamping using Memento Black Tuxedo. With a black pen I am adding 2 double points. Now we are ready to bring everything together. Using some wet adhesive I am adhering the larger grass looking piece inside the frame, and now I am using some slightly thinner double-sided foam adhesive which I am trimming down using an X-Acto knife, so I will get some slim pieces to fit on the back side of the smaller piece. After peeling off the release paper I am positioning the smaller piece on top of the larger piece. Also using some foam adhesive I have adhered off camera the sentiment "I love you" and the teddy bear in the middle of the grass, and now I am adhering the little butterfly. With some wet adhesive I am adhering the partial cutout from the die tag to the back side of the frame. Now I am adhering the piece on which we have stamped "from" to also to the back side. And ready is this tag, and for some more inspiration I have prepared 2 more of these beautiful tags, in which I have used a stamp set which you might have in your stash, which I have also purchased from AliExpress. To make these beautiful tags even more special I am adding some eyelets to them, and for this I am using this hole punch, and here I am measuring to find the right position for the hole punch. To punch the hole I am giving it a nice squeeze, and then I am moving the tag a little bit around to make sure the hole is punched out nicely. Now I can insert the eyelet to the hole, and next I am positioning the eyelet plier the way that the part which has some kind of pyramid is facing downwards, and now I am positioning the smaller side of the eyelet on top of this pyramid shaped part of the plier, and all what's left to do is to give it a nice squeeze. And finally I am adding a ribbon, and for this I am threading in 2 ends of the ribbon from the back side, and then I am pulling the 2 ends through the loop which has formed. And ready is our beautiful gift tag, and here are the 3 tags I have created for you. At the end I will show you some close-up photos. I hope you had fun and enjoyed today's video. If so, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and please leave me a comment and let me know which tag you liked the most. I hope I see you soon. Have a nice day. Bye.